Hey guys, what is up? It's Datchia back again for another video, and today we're going to be playing Carl is Famous for the third time because we're trying to get all the endings, and yeah, this is how many endings we've got so far. Hopefully we'll be able to get 3 in this because I'm trying to do 3 every time, which will land us with a few more episodes, I think. I don't know how maths works. Yes, how maths works. Yeah, okay. So, if this happens to be the first video you've seen by me, please do consider subscribing if you like it. I mean, like the video or any of my other content. I don't have a lot right now, but I promise I might have more. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? And maybe you could be the first actual person to subscribe so that I don't have to rely on my accounts and keep rewatching my same videos. Please, that would mean a lot. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Carl wakes up, he is famous. Carl is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Carl. Stay Up Late with Carl has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Carl a most excellent dumpy white male. Top Tech noted that Carl is inspiring youth to explore more STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Carl and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Carl's latest broadcast. And I don't know about you guys, but if this was real, I would love to watch it because it sounds like it's really hyped on here. So if it was real, I would want to watch it. I'd want to watch how the interview goes. The eye of the world is upon Carl. Tonight is Carl's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Carl will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. Carl cracked open her eyes, knowing his eyes, not her eyes. If he just walks into her room and cracks open her eyes, then that's going to be a weird interview later. Knowing today is the last chance to prepare for the interview, which is the most important interview that you should be preparing for weeks before. Carl has 30 hours left, he must choose his actions wisely. So basically, we just go through the day. But there are some strange choices we can make, and I'd honestly like to make them. If that's okay. I feel sorry for if Carl was an actual person. Because if he was in real life and every day someone was controlling his life, that would just be horrible for him. Because if I was the one that was in charge of controlling his life, then dude, he's dead already. Okay. So we have to answer questions. No, we don't have to answer. We have to write questions. And apparently these are the only questions Carl could think of. Well, after these are the only questions now. So my first question is, am I a mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I purposely ran over a puppy. And I've said, do you feel guilty before, so, I'll go for it, you know? I kind of want to see what happens if we don't get changed. Because normally when we always pick an outfit. But this time, I won't. If that's okay. But most of the time, we do end up starving of starvation. And yes, the floor is made out of floor. So yeah, we starve of starvation. Seems legit. And let's leave the apartment first, because I don't think I normally do this, enough. So I could consume Gabby. Carl unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. Uh-oh. Job done. Carl returned to the middle of the street. Oh no. Let's visit the tech store. and let's give a review of the free sample, because last time we begged for a free sample and it didn't really go well. This phone is several years old, has exposed wires coming out of the back. Oh no, Carl's a Karen. This phone also has screen issues after I use it to hammer nails into the wall for a painting. Furthermore, when I submerge it into water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Carl, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Carl is a Karen. I don't feel bad doing this stuff to him now. Carl hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was the most glamorous woman with an air of genuity. I've been learning this from Google and Siri on how to say this word, and I think I've got it. Genuity. As Carl approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Rachel's smile quickly turned into shock as she realised Carl's. I knew it! Every time I always put on clothes, just like naturally for this, and I wondered what would happen if I didn't. So, whoops. Rachel's smile quickly turned into shock as she realised Carl had not put on clothes that day. Carl waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Carl started making his round across the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Carl had no intention of leaving, Rachel had made some excuses to exit the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Carl was left alone. Carl prepared by being a nudist. I think that was in the trailer, actually. Because I remember watching the trailer for it where they were like, please just be nice to Kyle. Like, anything could happen, please be nice to him. And yeah, this was one of the things that ended up. So yeah, new ending. Let's see where that lands it. No clothes. Oh. Is there like there's something going on with the grid, or does it just land randomly? And I wonder, what is that blue box? And why is it there? And why is it annoying me that it's a different colour? Ugh. Maybe we can only unlock it once we unlocked everyone else's endings. Huh. Or maybe I just need to try harder. So yeah, let's see what more endings we can get. I feel like the worst thing to happen is to get an ending you've gotten before, because it just misses the whole point, really. Because you're meant to get a different ending every time when you choose different things. But then when you don't choose different things, but you forget you haven't chosen those things, yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, so basically, am I a mother? Beef mash or blended? Do you ever smile? Are you guilty? Back to desk. So, I'm wondering if I could do anything different now. So if I go to the kitchen and eat breakfast, careful not to smash it, because then I end up starving myself. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to click that. I think I remember there. Oh, damn it. There. Checking desk drawer. There's a flashlight. It was out of batteries. Okay, so is there anywhere I can get batteries from? I think I can get batteries from the tech shop, but I'd need money. So if I find money, then maybe I can get the stuff. Approach Rachel. Good evening, Carl. I've been looking forward to being here. And I as well, Rachel. You are a most welcome guest. And the broadcast turns on, blah, blah, blah. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stay Up Late with Carl. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Hello, Carl. I'm glad to be here. I'm sure we have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in. I'm very ready. Am I a mother? Rachel, am I a mother? Carl, I think you're better at answering that than me. I think that's what she said, didn't she? That's around how much she... that's around about this type of thing that she said. Yeah, it is. I just accidentally skipped that. But do you think I'm a mother? I think you inspire youth to pursue STEM fields. I repeat what articles say. Beef, mashed or blended? A burning question from the fans. Beef, do you prefer it mashed or blended? Mash. And no more was said on the matter. Do you ever smile? Like, seriously? Puh. Rachel, stop smiling. Well, that's not what I asked you to do. If you're going to be on the show, you need to smile, okay? You're here to get views. And you'll get more views if you smile. Here, I'll show you how. Sorry if you can hear my chair moving. I'm just really interested in this character. Carl turned to the camera and gave the audience a huge, teeth-clenched, bug-eyed grin. Rachel nodded and obviously wanted to move on. Carl answered another question. Rachel, are you guilty? Carl threw his questions on the floor, stood up and pointed at her. Guilty? Of what, dear Carl? Guilty of your crimes. Oh, I can hear breathing. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. Call police. Oh, this is getting intense. Carl pulled out his phone and dialed the police. Hello, police. I believe I have found a criminal. Rachel began to run towards the exit. On the way, she swatted Carl's phone out of his hand. Let her go. She disappeared out of the door, never to be seen again. In the coming days, the grand larcenies have been plaguing the city stopped. Carl was credited with exposing Rachel's crime spree, but nobody remembered in a couple of weeks. A month later, in the European city that Rachel had planned her vacation to, crime rates skyrocketed. Carl solved a crime. Yes, Carl. Oh, hi, cat. My cat was hiding under one of the chairs. So I think we have time for one more, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. We already know he's famous. Let's wither away this time. He decided to wither away. He withered away successfully and died. He is now a ghost. Get out of bed anyway. Really want to get flashlight and the change, and if I go back to the room and exit the bedroom, leave apartment, I can haunt. Let me haunt. Had he abandoned his job as ghost? Was he fulfilling his spooky ethereal role that he accepted while lying in bed this morning? He realised he has no other choice. He must spend his day spooking around. Let's spook Gabby, because why not? I think I consumed Gabby last time, and now it's time to scare her, because I don't like Gabby for some reason. Sorry, Gabby. Carl started to slowly creep to Gabby's door in a very spooky way. He crouched by Gabby's door, cooing quietly, waiting for her to leave so he could cause her a spook. It didn't take long. Soon, Gabby exited her apartment, started walking towards her car. Carl creeped behind her, invisible to all senses. Gabby opened the driver's side door and got in. She seemed to be leaving for some errands. Carl was struck with a wonderful idea. Carl started to run to the back of Gabby's car. Perhaps if he could catch her before she left. He could hide in the trunk. Carl could make noises as she drove, could follow her around on her errand, knocking over small objects nearby. Because I'm too weak to knock down actual objects. Gabby pulled the car in the reverse and floored the accelerator. Invisible to all senses, Carl was crushed underneath the back of the tyres, creating a large bump. Gabby figured she had hit the curb and pulled the car into forward and floored the accelerator again. Carl began locked in an endless loop of Gabby trying to move her car out of her parking space and being run over repeatedly. Poor Carl. As the day started to weigh and get closer to the time of Rachel's interview, Carl ceased to be a ghost as per usual. Gabby neither noticed nor stopped. Carl was forced to conduct Rachel's interview while being run over. Carl's crew moved to the filming set next to Gabby's apartment. Oh, this is a turn of events. Rachel appeared. Carl asked her many questions. They shared laughs. The sound of Gabby flooring her car's accelerator drowned out large sections of the episode. Carl haunted Gabby. Well, that seems like a perfect one to end on. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell, and maybe leave a like on this video, or tell some other people to check out my channel if you like the video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.